All right, wait for a signal from the Batcave. Hopefully. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another lunch stream here at Reality Skewed Gamers with your man, Ranger J 1999 on this Hump Day. Mike, guess what day it is? It's Hump Day. Hell yeah, it is. And welcome to the stream where we hang out with you awesome, amazing folks, which we do Monday through Friday at this time, and discuss, do things, and have fun in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. I'm your man, as I said, Ranger J 1999, welcoming you into another lunch stream where we interact and do stuff in the game and try to interact with you guys and give you the insights and tips and tricks that you all need. It's pretty simple. We're just going to hang out for about an hour and a half. Of course, it being Wednesday, I don't stream as long as, say, like I did yesterday where I did like 3.5 hours. I won't be doing that today, but that's not because I'm not streaming less. I'm streaming more, actually, because we have the Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the community, as we break down the latest and greatest news and notes to give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. And you can check that out tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on the same YouTube channel. And you can check that out. VIPs know that I hang out with them before the stream starts at 7, where we just hang out and have a good time. So you can check that out if you want to as well, if you're a VIP. And if you are a VIP and you don't have access, the only way that it's set up for YouTube is we stream it on YouTube. Problem being is, you know, you can't see the chat. You can be there, you just can't interact in the chat unless you're like a member on YouTube or whatever it is. It's the way they got it set up. I think it's silly, but you can at least watch the pre-stream as I set up stuff and interact with all the folks in the VIP stream. And then at 8 p.m. we'll break down the news and stuff of everything that's going on with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And then tomorrow we'll have the GA Center show. We'll do the lunch stream tomorrow. Then Thursday night I've got the GA Center with Nev on the Escape Podcast channel. And then Friday I'll have the lunch stream. And then Friday night, of course, will be the big night where I'm going to be on the Gridsy Heinze session along with Ram and Hershey and a bunch of other folks. But the big thing is that Crumb and Dojafed are going to be on there interacting with the community and stuff. So if you've not checked that out, feel free. What they're going to say, I mean, I'm in the know on some things, but I mean, 90% of the time, man, they just like, when I'm there and I'm there with the Crumb, that dude likes to drop bombs on me. So I had no idea what they're going to say. So your guess is as good as mine. They like mess with me more than they like messing with you guys, believe it or not. They love making me sweat because I know a lot of things. I can't say a damn word. They can say it whenever they feel like they can say it. So I am at a huge disadvantage when it comes to strings like that, because I sometimes look at Crumb like, you turkey, man. you, why I oughta. He's done that to me a few times. But it's always a lot of fun. And so check that out on Friday. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff coming up for you guys in the next few days. Of course, in between, we'll get GAC done and things of that nature. I don't know what we remodded and looked at some stuff yesterday with let me respond to somebody. All right. Let me just check out a couple things here. Okay, so sorry about that. You know me, when someone responds, I try to respond to them in Discord immediately. So lost my train of thought there. So hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It helps support the channel. It's always appreciated. We picked up a couple new Patreon sponsors. I'm not going to reveal their real name, but if you know who you are, just want to say thank you. At $5 a month, it really does help pay for everything that we do here at RSG. So if you've not, it's linked in the description. But yes, it's very much appreciated. So thank you for those new Patreon sponsors that came in here recently. I very much appreciate it. Also, this is an interactive stream, so I ask that you do two things. Second. So, two things that I ask you to do. First off is give your greeting in the chat. You can see people are doing that already. It's a hump day, so give your greeting. You know, I'll let the shout out to everybody and say thank you for being here. You could be watching anything else, but you're hanging out with my stupid ass for some reason. I have no idea why. I guess I'm somewhat entertaining, but even a fool can be entertaining, and I am a big fool. And if you have questions, put those in as well. If you have a question about anything, just put it in the chat. Just follow the format that we follow here at RSG, which is putting the word question in front of your actual question statement, and we will get that scooped up and read. So very much appreciate that as well. So give your greeting, get your questions in stuff. Kind of a chill day here, the calm before the storm, as we always like to say before GAC starts. We're having a really good GAC. I think we're 4-2. Two that we lost, we could have easily won. I mean, the last fight we had was unfortunate because we tied. The only reason we lost is because they had more GP than us, so it happens. But I'm very happy with where we're going with GAC. As I said, I'm happy to take 2-1s out the ass for the rest of time, because I don't have anything else more to prove in GAC. I've done all that I can do in GAC, and GAC is just more for us to have fun. I want to win and stuff, but you know, I want to interact and talk about the teams we're using and show you guys what works and what doesn't work. Because when I lose, we can talk about why it didn't work and gives you guys some insights on what's working, what's not working. And being in Kyber 1, it gives you some ideas about what teams we are using and facing, and especially for those of you that are trying to move your way up, and you're thinking about investing in a team. How good is that team? Where does it work? How does it work? What are the situations that you use it in? So that's really a lot of the stuff that we like to do with GAC more than anything. If I go 8-4, 9-3 every time, that's fine with me. I don't have anything to prove. I've done my undefeated streaks and runs and seasons and stuff in GAC. I mean, I'm quite happy to stay in Kyber 1 the rest of my time going 2-1. I only need to go 6-6 to stay in Kyber 1, but I'm more than happy to go 2-1 every time and have good fights and things of that nature. So there you go. All right. I can see everybody's giving their greetings very nicely. And usually we start off with mod depression. Let me check the stores. I don't have any ship credits because, well, I did get... Well, we'll start off like we always do. Everybody asks what I'm working on. So a lot of these characters are just modding for their ships and their mods. So I'm doing Kylo Ren. We got to get his mod sliced up and done. So I'm using energy to get him done next to get to 6E. Star Killer, Dark Trooper, Fennec, Boba Fett. They are mainly they're relic levels, so ignore that. First Order Officer Kylo Ren, and I did have a couple on Boba Fett, Son of Jango to do. Then these characters below that are just gear. B2, Dark Trooper, they're all going to be gear, but our priority is I'm just hoarding. I've got to get the Relic 9 situated, so yeah, we're 100 something away from being able to do the next Relic 9 on JML. He'll be the next one. Then I'll go hard into working on these other characters and teams and getting them scored away. So that's what everybody's asking. But I did get Echelon to 5 stars yesterday, so it is a 5-star ship. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it 5-starred. I just didn't have the energy during the crystals I had to wait for my payouts before I could make the run for getting this to 5-star. But it is 5-star, and when it comes free to play, I'll farm it up. So Star Fortress I'll probably one day here soon. We'll just use a 12.99 or 2. We'll see if we get some Swevens and stuff on that. But I don't have the crystals nor the income to afford that. So that's where we're at right now. And then yesterday we did a bunch of mini ROMs reviews. Yesterday we did a bunch of stuff in the game with Conquest and stuff. Conquest goes fine. We're already in Sector 3. I may do some Conquest here tomorrow. We'll focus... Oh, no. We'll see. I mean, Conquest is just Conquest at this point. I show Conquest mainly to show and answer questions as we're doing it. A lot of the feats are coming along very nicely. So I'm doing the one with Jedi Luke and Darth Vader to try to get massively overpowered done as quickly as possible. So I'm using those two teams first in each sector as we go through. I just got to the Sector 3, and I'll rock and roll with that today and knock out... Well, it makes sense. Jedi units will knock that out. Defeat 50 enemies with droid units. That's not a problem. Evade at least 100 attacks in battles you won. We can do that with the raid team and score at least 200 critical hits. So we'll knock out some major stuff in Sector 3. Oh, I forgot I got this. Stacking offense or another leader's resolve. I don't know. I'll think about this one. Because I do have offense bust, but I don't think I have... I have a stacking offense. I do have a leader's resolve. Have 2 leaders resolve. I mean, you can never have enough for leader's resolve. Good God. But the second offense is nice. So we'll talk about it here. I'm not too worried about it. So, but other than that, let me check the mod store, see if there's anything for mod depression. Not that I'm really doing much with mods at the moment. I'm mainly slicing. So let me look here. I can't even afford that if it was there. All right, let's see. Offense, crit chance, defense, speed. I know this is a... I know our run with defense, but that is too good of a mod to pass on. That is a crit chance cross. Offensive primary with speed, offense, and crit chance. I know defense is sitting there, but my goodness gracious. Now, if that sucker hits at all, man, we have won the jackpot. So let's go do this. Mod depression. That time of the day where Ranger J 1999 on the stream rolls mods, and it usually goes horribly wrong. We call it mod depression because I usually get horrible results, which leads to sadness and tears, and you guys get happy, joy feelings to see me suffer. So let's do a quick mod depression. Let me just put this on. All right, let's see if we can get some big money, big cash prizes. Let's see what we get here. And okay, yeah, it hit. It didn't hit any defense. It did some offense, crit chance, speed. This one's a keeper because I can go to 12. We have a good chance that could do some nice work there, boy. I'm gonna eat that one. That's a nice one. Who can that go on actually? Because I can slice that up. Anybody I'm working on right now? Not you, not you, not you. Yeah, we'll save that one because that can go on somebody. I have to look at it a little bit more in depth, but yeah, for sure. All right. Anything else? Let me just check the stores real quick. Nope, those not buying any of those. I'm saving all my shard stuff and everything for and get. And of course, I know Lightside TV is going on right now, so I'll be buying the hell out of this stuff once Get 2 gets in here, so I can finish off Relic 9 as well. And then we'll start going hard into the troopers and other characters to round out. And really, after I get JML done to Relic 9, then it's all about just modding and rounding out teams and characters, pretty much. So there we go. All right, let's say hi to everybody. Get into the chat. As I said, there's not much going on. The only event we had on today was Hoth. The Omega battles. Gee, I wonder how that went for me. Oh, I cleared it. What a surprise. All right, let's say hi to everybody. Roy Edwards is our first contestant on RSG lunch stream. He says, what day is it, Ranger? Hola to the skewers. It'd be a hump day, Holmes. Glad to have you here, Roy. Dalton Miles says, hello there. Hello there. Glad to have you here, Sato. Foreigner Bongiorno says, hello there, skewers. Hello, my friend. Glad to have you here. Beskar Bandito says, howdy ho, Ranger. And skewers, sure is a nice day for humping. Hump day, he says. Very nicely done. Glad to have you here. Kier Kanos, I think that's the way you say it. Kier Kanos. It says, hey. What's going on? What's going on, Big K? Glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Makwa says, hump day. Look at all those humps going on with those camels. Very nicely done, Makwa. Glad to have you here. Plagued Heart with the morning all. Good morning. Good morning to you, Plague. Tumblo Dry, the man with the best friend in the business, says, hello, skewers. Hello, Tumblo. How are you, my friend? Wolfman with the hump day, Ranger. What's going on, buddy? He says, Crumb throws you under the bus and watches the fun happen. Yeah, just think the South Park episode. I'm Cartman and Crumb's Mr. Mackey. We had to throw Ranger into the bus, okay? That's the way we had to do, okay? Literally threw him into the bus. Let's see here. Glad to have you here. The Wolf Man. Dom! What's going on, buddy? Says hi. Well, hi, buddy. Ogie D says hi, Ranger. Hi, Ogie D. Glad to have you both here. I'm the Dash's Morning Ranger Skewers and my GS opponent, Mini Gin and Juice. If you're around, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back with his mind on his money and his money on his mind. Oh, nice. Skywalker Vitter says, I blame Finn. It just feels right, eh? It sure does. That's our good, that's our skewer representation up there in the frozen tundra of Kenobi with all the other Vulcans drinking that good Canadian whiskey and sipping on not gin and juice, but maple syrup, eh? Glad to have you here, Skywalker Vader, as always. Wolfman asks this question: how do you feel about them looking into the echelon and First Order Fleet's performance versus Executor? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's not a damn thing wrong with echelon. So here's the thing that, we test this stuff, and I've seen the comment in the forums. I could care less. You guys know me. I just don't care. We look at it, and for me, as I said when it initially came out, as my initial thought to you guys is that, yeah, out of the two, echelon was better. It can beat executors, however you want to say it, but it wasn't a guarantee. It does very well. However, that being said, it seems like it's performing better than we even thought it did, which is understandable, right? There's only so much I can look at as one tester as along the other testers, right? We see it, we give our thoughts, say, hey, it's working, it looks good, looks pretty consistent, but when this happens all the time, from the test environment to the live environment, and when you guys get your hands on it, then you get much more data. Now, that being said, even though echelon, and it has to work out in your favor the way it works out, echelon's a good counter it's a better counter than malevolence, right? I'm okay with that. I mean, I think it should be a counter. It's doing better than I thought it would, or the way I saw it when I was testing. And so I'm okay with echelon working like that. Now, I'm not CG. As I said, I just am a person that advises on the new stuff. Most of the time when I'm testing stuff, I test it and people give their thoughts. And unless I'm seeing something dramatic differently than what I'm seeing, the sentiments is pretty much there from the other testers. And so, I never know what's going to happen when he gets to the live. I mean, you have a pretty decent idea, but there's still times Murphy's Law applies. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I don't think this, and I just say that because you never know what to expect. You expect the unexpected. And as far as I'm concerned, echelon is working just fine. If it counters executor, so be it. We need to counter the executor, because I'm sick of the executor meta and the coin flip nonsense. If that's a good way to do that and people want to invest in it, why not? I mean, it's performing better than I thought it would. So as far as I'm concerned, leave it alone. But then again, I'm not CG. CG has more data and more access to data and can see things that I can't. I just don't have access to it. So if they deem something that for the balance of the game that they want to do, then they're going to do it. Now, it's fair, and it's fair in that assessment that if you don't like it, that's fine. I totally respect that. If you think it's garbage that they do that, that's cool. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to say that. You're allowed to be upset. So yeah. I get a kick out of all the comments I see in the forums. They don't test. They don't care. This is all about money. I love how those comments happen when something like this happened, but all the other characters of late, and think about all the characters from Kenobi moving forward. There's been some stuff that, sure, things change different, like Lord Vader. Probably not performing the way we thought it would, but like Kenobi, Ahsoka, Maul, Starkiller, Mara Jade, all these characters. The testers had all the insights and stuff on that stuff too. That stuff's great. No problem with that. Looks like we did a good job testing, but as soon as something goes wrong, we don't test and we don't care. Come on, give me a break, folks. So, just to give you a little bit of insight. So, yeah. Kier Kanos. I'm looking at Kier. It says it's Kier. I don't know how. I guess that I'm not the best at pronouncing names, and sometimes the spelling can be different. He says Kier Kanos. I'll try to remember that. Let me say it 21 times. Kier Kanos. 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 Na na na. Kier Kanos. Kier Kanos. Kier Kanos. Na na na. Sorry, man. Listen, I just suck at names, dude. It's not don't take it personally, man. I do the best I can. Kirgitos, I'm sorry. Let's see here. Kess says, howdy, skewers. What's going on, Kess? Glad to have you here, as always. on pleasure. What else are you through, my homie? He says, happy hump day with tacos and cocaine or something. Now, I'll get the tacos. I ain't sniffing cocaine ever. So, Federico, another buongiorno. Good morning, my friend. Good morning to you. Glad to have you here. Playtar says, question, what health number should I aim for GG? 150K, relic 5 currently. Yeah, that's plenty. You're fine. That's fine. If you get more, great, but that's a perfect number there played. Master Oogway, well, hello, Master Oogway, my man. Says, hello, Mr. Ranger, and happy day to you and all the skewers. Happy day to you. Love to see you here, Master Oogway. Come on in, buddy. Lord Megatron Decepticons coming in hot and heavy from their world domination tour of stealing our resources, but doesn't matter. They're hanging out with the skewers, and we love them. And there's all the waves and hearts from them. Wolfman says, no depression for once. Woohoo. Yeah, I mean, we didn't hit big speed, but I mean, that's a nice mod. I'll take that. I can do something with that. Savitar, what's up? He says, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you here. Master Wish says, question, my latest GSC opponent uses Imperial Troopers with Xeris to counter Lord Vader. They have taken out Relic 9s. And it's a counter, man. I mean, there's not much you can do about it. Just, I don't have a good answer for you. It's just counters out there. There's not much you can do. It's like SLK or with Dagazami. It is what it is. It's going to take out Lord Vader. If they use that to take out Lord Vader, then yeah, maybe think about putting a different team down so that team becomes kind of obsolete. Look at the speed and stuff. So, yeah, there's not much you can do, my friend. Wish I had a better answer, but I don't. Gappy with the waves, the pickles for everyone, plus the aforementioned and always reliable chocolate sprinkle covered donuts and buttermilk pancakes for the lovely Ouchie Dumpling. Mary J. I'm along with Mary J. Fellow content creator and Twitch streamer says, Ranger, what's going on, mate? MJ, what's going on, Big Pimp? Glad to have you here. Hope you're feeling good. Master Week question, continued the Lord Vader squads they beat don't have Maul. Are imps consistent with all Lord Vader, just not all? That's a good question. I don't have the numbers in front of me, Master Oogway. You could try them. I don't, just, they're going to have to use their troopers on something. If they're fast enough, they're either going to take out your Darth Revan or they're going to take out your Lord Vader. If they're going to take out Lord Vader, they're going to take out Lord Vader. But then they don't have that fur counter for Darth Revan and other stuff. So, I mean, there is give and take with the counters and stuff. So, Maul might throw a crink in that. You could try it. I don't know for sure. I don't use that counter, so I can't give you a definite answer. So yeah, sorry, Master Oogway. I'm not 100% sure on that. If anybody knows if Maul in the Lord Vader team has some idea, please, by all means, let our good friend Master Oogway know, because I'm not 100%, and I don't want to give him bad information here. You guys know me. If I know it, I'll tell you. If I don't know it, I'll say, hey, chat, somebody figured out. Oh, look, someone needs a secret knife attack. Well, welcome. Hey there, Mr. Person. Let me just get you squared away here, and bye-bye. Apologies. Apologies. Birkenstocks here, says afternoon Ranger. Okay, Birken. Okay, don't be doing the marijuana, Birken. It's bad. It's bad. Kirkano says, I used to be June Kessel, name change. I was just woofing. It's all good, buddy. I totally butchered your name. Kirkanos. Kanos. I'll get it right. Hawthorne says, Executive Matter is 7 freaking months old now. I don't see what the big deal is. Do people forget that 4 months was a long meta back in the day? Heck, JTR meta lasted all of 2 months, if that. Yeah, ship's a little bit slower on that uptake there, Hawthorne, but I agree. I don't have any problem with this. I really don't. I just don't. I think it's fine. But then again, I don't have all of the information. So, I mean, I don't think it needs to be changed. If it works, it works. But what do I know? All I can do is offer my insight as best I can, All right. What else are 3? What do you think of all those $9.98 packs for one full piece? I'm okay with those, actually. Not that I have money to actually get said pieces, but I mean, pretty nice, actually. I mean, for a full piece. Includes both the it's not just the gold pieces, it's the purple pieces. It's one solid piece. I think that's a fair deal. $9.99. I'm okay with that. I mean, you get the furnaces. You can get. I especially think the right side stuff is really nice. If I could afford it, shit, I'd buy. Actually, if I could buy how many of these can you buy? Purchase limit 2. Damn, we could raise some money today or this week. I'm saying we got 6 days left. Maybe we'll start this because I can immediately go put that crap on for the JML Relic 9. Instead of getting the $9.99, we can just get a few of these because I just have to get what 150. That'd be pretty close if I bought 3 or 4 of these. 4 of these would definitely put me there. So that's $9.99. $40. We gotta raise $40. I'll think about it. Yeah. But I think they're pretty solid, especially the right side pieces. Kirkanos is from Crimson Empire, a badass royal guard. Yeah, the name sounded familiar, but I haven't had my coffee, so I'm not thinking straight today. Kirkanos. Mary J says, Ranger, the full pieces for $10 are to drool over. Yeah, they are really nice. I think the right side especially. Pretty good. Great audio book. You know, Kira, probably. I'm just going to call you Big K, okay? I'm just going to call you Big K. Kira Kanos. Good afternoon, Ranger and Skewers. Squad John Jin, what's going on, big homie? It's going to speed up my Ray farm, says Mary J. Hell yeah, it is, guys. Nicely done. Yeah, I think they're really good deals, especially those Gear 12 pieces on the right side for $9.99. That's not bad, man. The other ones, it's still nice, but the right side, the furnaces and all that shit, damn, that's pretty dope. Herman Focus says, hooty hoo, Archie, woot woot. Surprisingly, I don't feel too bad after the car wreck yesterday. Thank goodness. I'm just glad you're okay, buddy. And if you're feeling good, that's all right. If you're not feeling bad, that's even better. What else in 3 says previous fleet minutes didn't cost what the executor cost. True. But even then, I've never been a thing of like, you know, if it runs its course, it runs its course. Whether you spent or not, you just spend on time just so you can have it for a little bit and have the advantage until the free-to-play catch up. But that doesn't mean that it needs to dominate for a year, because then not only does the meta become stagnant, it becomes boring, and you know, you just like, it's not a good thing. The engineer says, "Hey, the train engineer, choo choo," says, "Hello there, watching the stream to take my mind off of last night. The 13-year-old son of a good friend died of cerebral bleeding. Don't feel like playing today." Engineer, brother, you don't have to explain yourself at all. And thoughts and well wishes and prayers to your friend, man. That's horrible. I don't know the details. I don't need to know the details. All I know is that's horrible. So thoughts to you, my friend. And you don't have to ever explain yourself about why you don't need to play when real life stuff happens. Last time I checked, engineer, you were a human being, so go be a human being. You need to take a couple days off just to cope and compensate and stuff. Trust me, you're gonna get any argument from me whatsoever, man. But thoughts and wishes, man, for your friend, man. I can't even imagine. So, man, damn. So it's all good, engineer. We got your back, buddy. If this helps take your mind off stuff, then I will be extra mentally damaged today. Caleb Haynes is joining in. He says, hello there. Hello there. Glad to have you, Caleb. Welcome to the show. OGD says, question, it's fine if you can't talk about this, but do you think that Mace will get Darkside TB Ami just to match his current usefulness? I cannot talk about anything. You know this, OGD. Anything that goes future stuff that might or might not be. I could even not confirm stuff or confirm stuff one way or the other, because then people use that. So I just don't even... it means I can't speculate anymore. It means I get myself into trying to make this stuff better, but I can't speculate on future stuff. I wish I could tell you they're big OGD. You know, I would if I could. Wolfman says, question, when will teaching Fort Mort Star Wars come back? It's hard right now, Wolfman. I really enjoyed that. I wanted to do more of it. His schedule has flipped. He got promoted, which is good. I mean, he's, you know, but he's got more responsibilities at work. He can barely get his GACs in, so we'll see. I put it on the back burner for now, but yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hawthorne says, last thing we need is another 2-year ship meta. No, I don't want a 2-year ship meta. Let's leave Echelon alone, man. Yeah. Qui-Gon Jin says, T's and P's engineer. I don't know what that means because I'm not an engineer, so I'll just think that's trains and passengers engineer. I don't know. Ray Rock says, good morning, Ranger, and Pickle Flashes got another no button bug. This time it cost me an easy win towards the Imp Trooper's feet. Fix your game, CG. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Ray Rock. I'm kind of... That's out of my scope. You know that, Ray Rock. So all I can do is say, hey, this is broken. So I can't... I wish they would expedite that, and so that doesn't happen. Engineer, you're welcome, my friend. You're very welcome. Roy Evers says, how long was the negotiator mall meta? That thing dragged on for years. No excuses for current, but yeah, that did drag on a long time too. And then we got the executor, but the executor one, man, I'm over it. Please leave the echelon alone. It's my opinion. So yeah. Andrew Zani Major, what's going on, homie? He says, question with the post about echelon, do you think it will get nerfed or will they leave it alone? I don't know. I have no idea. I hope they leave it alone. But then again, if it's outperforming, I mean, so you have to also remember that the structure of how they view certain ships and fleets is like, you know, you have your high-end stuff, your mid-tier stuff, and your low-tier stuff, right? They put that in a pose. They didn't really talk about it with ships, but they just talked to, for example, in characters. If executors like that GL-level ship, you know, their thing is they don't want some kind of marquee. Although this is a Galactic Chase, it's a little bit more beating that. However, the ship itself, the fleet that beats it is it's got a GL in it. I mean, so even though the one ship makes it better, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it should be messed with, but then again, that's just my opinion. I don't have all the information that CG has to see how it's performing, and if it's outperforming what they thought or what they think is the best balance for the game, then they'll have more information on it than I will. So as far as I'm concerned, if it does and you want to make the investment, I mean, you do need to make the investment on the damn thing. You know, but if it's a fleet needed for a GL, I mean, they could take out, you know, the top meta fleet, I'm okay with that. As I said, I'm okay with it. It's performing better than we thought when it came out. So which can happen when, you know, we test it, but it comes out and it does better than we thought. Some characters do exactly what we thought they would do. Some characters overperform. Some things or characters or ships or whatever underperform. You know, you just never know until you get something in the live environment. You never know what's going to really happen. You have a pretty good idea, but I swear this community is amazing when it comes to taking stuff that we couldn't even dream of testing, and two, like looking at. And so for me, I did a ton of testing with the two new ships and fleets against Executor. And looking at the two, I thought the Echelon was pretty solid. It was really good, but it wasn't a guaranteed win by any stretch of the imagination. Against the my results were that, as I said, I think the Echelon can do some good stuff. You could, you know, have a chance at beating the Executor. Not high, but it was decent, better than the Malevolence counter, but at the minimum you would at least take out some stuff and you can two-shot. That was my thought on it, but apparently it's doing much better than that, so we'll see. You know, I don't have the answer for you guys. Quiet John with the thoughts and prayers. Gotcha, buddy. Condolences to Weddle 23. Yeah. They put Marquis and Galactic Chase in the same tier. Yeah. But it's not just the Echelon itself is the ship. Yeah, because Force Swords got its own tank now. What a surprise. It's doing better. But, I mean, it's got a GL. You know, so, I don't know. I mean, you can give your opinion on it and whatnot. So, I mean... Sorry, I just responded to something real quick and looking at the game. So there you go. So get your questions in. We're just kind of chilling and interacting today. I don't know where the GAC Whisperer is, what he's doing, but he should be along here. He wanted to talk about a new strategy for GAC defense. So I'm like, okay. If not, if I don't hear from him, I'm just going to put what we've been working on doing and stuff. So we will do what we always do. Fight the good fight. We will fight them on the shoals. We shall fight them in the sea and the air. Where's the Viking or Nav 2? They usually join me Thursdays and Fridays, so they'll come pop into there. Wednesday, not so much. But I think BCM usually has Thursdays off for sure. He definitely joins on Thursdays, but sometimes they got real life stuff too, and if they can be on, they'll be on. They've got an open invitation. They just pop in when they can. Andrew Zani says, I think it sucks that Echelon is by far a better investment than the Resistance Bomber. Kind of screws over people who have Ray and not Kylo. Yeah, I'm going to disagree with that, Andrew Zani, because the fleet can still do well against other fleets. It just doesn't do well against Executor. However, you have the Queen of D for GAC. If they can't get to your ships because they can't beat Ray, I think you've made a good investment. So yeah, there's give and take on that one. I kind of prefer I mean, you get something, maybe the fleet can take out other stuff, not the Executor, but you got the Queen of D for GAC. That's not a bad trade-off. She's sick in GAC, as made evident by our results. So yeah. And they get a tank really solid. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. I mean, the Resistance fleet is much better off than it was. LC question: is there going to be some big announcement on Heinz's Friday stream? Oh, I don't know for sure. I know that there's something brewing. That's Heinz and Grid's thing with Doja and Crumb. I'm in a little bit of the know, but I'm kind of in the dark about what's really going on there with that. They just wanted me to join along with all the other guests, so they'll let us know when we get there, like what the plan is and stuff like that, which I'm totally cool for. If they want to keep stuff on the down low, and I don't know whether it's just going to be them hanging out and answering questions for the community, or is it just going to be some big reveal? I never know, because I'll tell you what, man, Crumb likes to see my ass squirm. I mean this. How many times have I been on Crumb? There's been many instances where I have been on a Cub stream or something, and Crumb comes in there and just drops bombs on my ass, stuff that I can't even talk. He did that last time. I'd known for months that Crumb was gonna, him and his lovely wife are gonna have a baby, and I was like, keep that on the download. Like, I will keep that on the download. I didn't say a goddamn word to anybody. Being the man that I am, that's why people trust me, because I don't ever break silence on anything. And so I kept that, and then we were doing a stream recently. He's like, oh yeah, everybody, by the way, I'm going to be a pop-up. I'm like, God damn! I kept my mouth shut the entire time. He's just going to drop bombs like this. Again, dropping bomb. So yeah, Hawthorne says, has anyone tested Echelon versus the non-standard starting lineup? Starting IG 2000 with Indy Blood off the bench shuts down Malevolence pretty hard. Might work for Echelon too. Opens up a Rebel counter though. Yeah, it kind of does. So we'll see. I have not. So yeah. The right question with testing. Did you see this first order counter? It seems like most testers would have come across this. So when I'm testing max stuff at max level when I'm looking at this stuff. So some people test it at different levels, but I always go for the max. I tried, man. Most of the times that I was testing any kind of thing against first order Echelon, I would say the majority of the time I lost when I went up against it. I would win sometimes if things played out the way that they were supposed to play out, but but when I was testing it, I didn't see the way that this is working. So it's working better than intended. It just happens sometimes, Elmo. I mean, it's doing better than I when I was looking at it. Trust me. I test that. I did quite a few battles than that, trying different tactics and strategies and stuff just to see what works and what doesn't work with that fleet against Executor. Because I always go hardcore for the top stuff to see, like when I get a ship or character, I always like to test it against the meta and see how well it does. Most times I know, I ain't being a GL, but I just want to see how it performs, just to make sure that it doesn't. And then I'll start looking at other teams and strategies and comps as best I can. But no, I think it's overperforming more than I saw. I can't speak for the other testers because I don't know what they saw or reported. We do talk amongst ourselves, but it's doing better than it was supposed to, and that's okay. I'm okay with it doing better, So I think it's fine. So yeah. Are you ready for them to drop a bomb to throw you under the bus on Friday? Oh, I'm always prepared for that. Trust me. Kai, question: how do you feel about potential nerf to Echelon? I don't think it needs a nerf, but then again, Kai, I'm coming from the perspective that I like that there's a counter to Executor. I don't think it needs it. But then again, as I said, and I've been saying, I don't have all the data. I don't have all the data of how well it's performing. So I can't gauge. Just for me, just as looking at it from what I've seen, if it is doing better than was originally projected, I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that, especially people, if they want to invest and we get a nice counter to Executor, works for me, man. I have no problem with that. But yeah, my initial testing wasn't doing as well as it is doing now. So, it is what it is. And that's what happens. I mean, we test, we do the best we can, and then it gets in the live environment, and sometimes stuff underperforms. Most stuff performs like we thought. Sometimes it overperforms, and then it's like, I leave it to CG. It's up to them. And whether you think it is or not is fine. That's your opinion. I don't think it should be nerfed, but then again, I don't have all the facts to. Just mine's anecdotal from what I've seen and what I understand in this game and balance. I think it's a good thing that if it can beat the Executor. So yeah, that shit means a goddamn counter, man. The coin flip thing is just driving me nuts. So yeah, thing. I heard a little something in my ear that must mean things here.
What's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. What's up?
Well, you said you wanted to talk about our teams and for GAC you wanted to change things up a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm on my way to work right now, so can't get into it too much. So just at the same defense as last round, and then we'll adjust in the next couple of days.
Okay.
We'll go in later tonight, and we'll either later tonight or tomorrow night, and we'll move squads around.
Okay. That's fine. So we'll go with what we've been doing, and then we'll adjust from there. Cool with me. I looked at our opponent. He usually puts 2 or 3 GLs down on defense. So I mean, we'll see. But you know how that is, thing. They could change that up in a heartbeat. So
yeah.
Elmo the Red says, I don't think it should be nerfed. Balance is always a good thing. I'm kind of with you on that. I kind of like the way it's performing right now. But yeah, Kai says, yeah, I went kind of hard on the Echelon. I'm 65 out of 85. Yeah, you're ahead of me. I mean, I used a lot of crystals and stuff. Just, I mean, for me, I mean, I didn't go crazy. But I mean, it's a 5-star ship for me. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it is what it is. CG is going to
talk about nerfing and stuff, right?
Yeah, they're talking about nerfing that CG. With their post that they're going to look into it. That if you have not seen it, I'll read it for everybody here. So where was this under dev announcements? Yeah, TIE Echelon and First Order performance. Dojo Fett Mini says, High Hell Tables, we are aware of reports of TIE Echelon and the First Order fleets PvP performance versus Declar-led fleets. The team is in the midst of investigating if there are any balance issues, and if so, if these warrant any changes to either Executor or TIE Echelon or other potential solutions. We have not made any decisions as to whether action needs to be taken, but we will inform you in advance if there are any upcoming changes as a result of the investigation. So there you go.
I mean, it's working as intended, so it's that's why the wording is that the balance of balance. Therefore, we're looking at balance stuff because it's definitely working as intended.
Yeah, I mean, I tested the hell out of it. I mean, it could beat Executors if things went the way that went the right way. But I mean, I also got my ass kicked a lot of times too. So it's like
but we found out why that was. There wasn't a mystery. Like once we figured out why it wasn't performing, because we saw that people were beating it in the lab environment, so we went there and to check it out, and we saw why it wasn't working with test servers. So
yeah, it is what it is.
If CG patches that on the test servers, then it would beat it in the test servers. It's not a question of if; it's just it will.
Yeah. We'll find out. I mean, I think it's working the way it should be. I don't have a problem. I think you can get fine with the First Order fleet beating Executors. I don't have a problem with it. Do you?
No, but I mean, I understand why they're kind of hesitant to do it because chances are they probably wanted what's her face, the Empire fleet to beat Executor, and now all of a sudden that takes spotlight away from their newest Conquest character. So, because people are going to be like, well, why the hell would I even try to go after this Conquest character if my fleet is already complete. I have a counter for Executor. I don't necessarily need Executor anymore. And then if I don't necessarily need a counter for any of the other fleets either. So
yeah, it's one of those things.
A bit of a they're a bit of a
little of a pickle there. Right yeah. Well, you know, yeah. I mean. So the thing is, Andrew Zine says, why go for Executor when it's easily countered basically for little investment? That ain't a little investment, man. SLKR, man, that's a big investment to get a GL and to get the slicer and stuff. I mean...
Yeah, but most of the people have SLKR. Like,
oh, sure, yeah. I'm just saying it's not a small investment. If you've seen how many gold furnaces you need for that team alone, it's ridiculous.
Well, the reason he's saying it's a small investment is because, for the... if you're an elder, like mid to elder player, like you literally don't have to invest anything. You just have to, farm the ship.
Yeah.
That's what he means by
that's a fair point. Fair point.
And the problem is that it's not just the Executor. If the First Order is also proving itself against Executor, and it's also proving itself against the other fleets like Negotiator and Malevolent, and all of a sudden, because the First Order already beat Empire very, very easily. So if now all of a sudden it beats it even with the sister ship, now CG is in a position where now two of its newest fleets, the Executor and this new sister fleet, are both getting just absolutely decimated by First Order, like you said,
sure.
with little to no investment. So I understand where CG's coming from in the sense of like, yeah, we need to address this for balancing issues. It's really not for balancing issues. It's really for, I mean, it is, but it's not like what we want to hear. Like we like having, a simple answer to all this, to everything, right? And that's the problem, right? It's that ship, that fleet counters everything right now. It literally counters everything.
Yeah, because it goes first. You can control everything on the fight.
Yeah, and we don't have a fleet besides Executor that can do that right now. Like they all kind of beat Executor aside, they all kind of beat each other. But the First Order is now a fleet that can beat everything, including Executor. So I can understand their willingness to nerf it or change it or something.
Yeah, and as I said, I don't have all the information, so. As far as I'm concerned, it's okay right now. I don't mind it. It doesn't. I mean, I think it's cool the way it is. But again, you and I both, and nobody has all the information that CG does and how it's overperforming and everything, and game balancing and stuff. And so whatever the decision they do. I mean, I didn't. I spent crystals, but I didn't spend any money. You know what I'm saying? So I can see if you spend a little money, but you have to be careful when you spend money in this game. You have to understand that no matter what, things can change. They can change.
And that's
stuff.
The problem, right? You could have gotten that shit without spending any money at all to 5 stars.
I did. And, I didn't spend any money. I got that ship to 5 stars.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's also another issue as well. I think it's fine, but I still I'm at the belief that they're going to put that third fleet on defense. So once that happens, it's like the First Order echelon, becomes much more valuable because you can take out that, whatever, you have enough firepower to get punched through 3 fleets.
True, and there also, there's also plans and future stuff for other ships and content that they're going to be bringing to ships. Hopefully, maybe that's, we look at the now and we think, well, this is what's happening now, but we don't know what's coming out in the future that they have for overall balance, right? So it's one of those things too. You have to kind of think ahead a little bit of like maybe they have something that will come in. So for maybe a month or two, the echelon dominates, and then here comes another ship, and then it just completely changes that and fixes things. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there as speculation. So yeah. But I mean, I respect everybody's side on it. I'm fine with it, and it's cool with me. So yeah. Ghost Strike, my fellow Milliconian, says, hey everyone, what's going on, Ghost? Wolfman says, I don't see Executors at the moment anyway, so I'm chilling. You will eventually. You will. Ray Rock says, I got that last ship print I needed last night on 2 Sims without spending any money on the Echelon event. Hell yeah, for 5 stars? Yeah, same. So you just have to hoard harder. Brother, if I hoard any harder, man, they're gonna have to do a show on me, man. Jesus. Good lord, this Relic 9 thing. I'm gonna be glad when we're done with this crap, dude. Oh God in heaven. Kai says I'll be happy as long as it can still beat Negotiator. That's why I wanted it since the first order could beat Negotiator, but it was a big RNG. Yeah, that's what I initially thought that's what it was really going to be doing is beating the crap out of Negotiators, which I'm totally cool with. But it's just overperforming against Executors. So there we go. Oh, dang! Someone needs a secret knife attack. I see them. Let me just whop. They have a secret knife attack, and all is right in the world. Ray Rock says hoarding is the way. This is the way. Very nice. Nicrito, what's going on, buddy? He says hi. What's going on? Wolfman says Ray Rock is the king of hoarding. That's true. I don't really hoard that much. I mean, I hoard to then waste it immediately. Well, I shouldn't say waste. Invest in these characters. As I said, those $9.99 packs are calling my name thing. We may have to do some heavy duty mini roster reviews. Let's see if I can get those pieces for it. What's that?
What pack?
They have the new $9.99 packs. You get a whole right side piece for $9.99.
No.
3 or 4 of those, man. We have a Relic 9 GML. I just got to raise like what 9.
You just get one right piece or one right side piece.
Yeah, you can buy it twice. So $9.99, you get a whole gold furnish, everything, the whole piece.
No.
So yeah.
Way too expensive.
Nah, I think it's fine. I disagree.
No.
I think $9.99 is a great pie.
No, definitely not.
Master Igwe question: Well, poop the bed. I just pulled 145 on a Tai Echelon pack. The Loki god was shining. Well, I got to see some. No. $9.99.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
$10, dude.
Like, what?
Yeah, not 100. Okay. $9.99. I bid $1, Bob. And then the Master we get 145 on the Tai Echelon. Man, I'm glad someone is because it sure isn't my ass. We all know my luck with rolling their thing. The old dreaded Swevens. Hell, when people tip me in the old Ranger tip jar for when I'm trying to get pizza or bourbon, it's always Swevens. It's like, God damn it. I'm just cursed with Swevens for the rest of my life now. Like, hey, Ranger, how's those Swevens? Like, oh, you son of a bitch. It's like, God. All right, Sir Loki. God damn it. Here comes Loki. It's like if you say you did something like that, Loki's just lurking. He says, I got 145 too, Master Oogway. Of course Loki did. You know what would be a weird thing? If Loki told me, damn, Ranger, I wouldn't did this stuff and I only got 5s and Swevens. Like, that would freak me out more than if Loki not hitting one of those big hits. God bless America, man. Of course Loki did. Congrats, Loki. Your luck is sick. I hate you. Don't hate you. I love you, but I hate you. Oh, yeah, I know. Loki's luck is insane. It is. It's just, it's mathematically mind-numbing. He does it all the time. It's just incredible. Kai says, too expensive in the term. You can get a full piece from Sith Raid still possibly. True, if you can get into the tops of Sith Raid and stuff, where you land. That's a fair argument there, Kai. So Luke says, the right side piece for $10 is a smoking deal. Doesn't make sense. The left side piece, the same price, just buy the right side. Yeah, the left ones for the left side pieces, I'm with you, Sir Loki, on that. For $9.99, but the right side, those furnaces and stuff like that, for $9, man. Damn, I think that's a smoking deal. The other $9.99 one for the left side, not so much. I mean, I'd rather farm those, and I mean, it doesn't take a lot to get those. The purple pieces can be annoying, but just the gold pieces itself, I think the right sides that's a steal, dude. $9.99, because those are so hard to farm. They really are. I'm with you there. And congrats, Lucky, on another big pull. Just, wow. Oh, man. The rich get richer and the Ranger gets 11s. That's the way it goes there, thing. Oh, my God. Loki. Well, that's a thing. All right, keep your questions, comments, stuff coming in, guys. We're just chilling here. There's nothing going on in the game, so we're just on the calm before the storm for GAC. As I said, we went 2-1, but that last one was a tie. That really, god damn it, I can't believe we tied. Thank God. If one thing here, one thing there had been different, we would have won easily, dude. Just the way the math, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And they had more GP, which is most of my fights. So we lost. We didn't get the 3-0. We got the 2-1. 6. Andrew Zani, what are you farming next after Relic 9 Luke? Okay, so ignore some of these characters up here. These are just relics and or the red homies here are all characters that I'm working on. Either they're relic level or mods. Those are what they're there for. After that, we've got to get the 3 troopers for Iden and Iden up as well. I'm going to start working on her, especially when she comes free to play. And then B2, we want to gear up and get him up and running. Just for counter with Grievous, he's just not performing because I got to get him geared up and relicked. But yeah, those are the pieces right there. Pal, I just want to throw him on the Kyle Katarn team. He's just dopey. He's dopest. So we'll get him up and running too. Can't really do anything with Iden until I get her to 7 stars now. She's got her gear that I can put on her. But Magma, Snow, Death Trooper, we're going to work on finishing them to Relic. Same thing with B2. Pow, and then Iden are going to be my primary focus for a bit. All these characters that are above them are just mods and or trying to get them higher Relic. I'm going to get Fennec to Relic 7, Trooper to 8, Starkiller's just mods, Boba Fett's just mods, Kylo's mods, First Order Officer's mods for his ship. So, just slicing 6E mats and stuff. Kaya says B2 is an interesting note. Farming plans for a lot might change depending on what's announced on Friday, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I'm kind of in the dark on that stuff too, Kaya. So that's the machinations and evil minds of Crumb and Doja and Heinz and Grid. I'm just a guess on there, seeing what's going to be dropped, pretty much. We're speaking of GAC matchups. Opponent has 3 GL plus 2 million GP. His GAC history looks odd, though, so maybe for some sick reason he spends a ton and doesn't bother to play for some reason. So there's a lot of people like that, Roy Edwards. There's some people that GAC, they just join and don't care. They'll put a defense down. They just are just not interested. They just get there to go. If they win, great. They get some crystals. If not, they just want to get what crystals they want. They're not too bothered by GAC. But there are people that will spend just to collect, and they care more about the other aspects of the game, and GAC just ain't one of them. So, yeah. If you're running into that makes sense, dude. And there are people that are like that. They're just like, okay, I don't care. If I win, I win. If I don't get crystals. Great. I'm going to get crystals regardless. So, yeah. Just the way it is. Andrew Zahn says, I don't like GAC, but I play it for the crystals now. Yeah, and I understand that. If you don't like the game, the game mode there, Andrew Zahn, that's respect, man. I get it, But if it's for crystals, you do it. You need to. It's like a ship meta. I climb in ships every day, Andrew Zani. I can't stand ships, but I will do it regardless because I need the crystals. So yeah. Placebo fan 1985. What's up, big homie? Says hello, Ranger. Yeah, I'm fighting people with 5 to 6 GLs and around 8 million. I'm only 5.5 and only 2 GLs. Yeah, that's just the way skill rating works, guys. I mean, take that as a compliment that you've been kicking so much ass that you've done so well that you're in that bracket. And so, that just is a testament of how well you've done. But if you're facing people like that, then yeah, then you've done quite well. But you're going to, and it happens to the best of us. You hit a certain point where it's like, I mean, that happened to Calvin Awesome. Calvin Awesome, I mean, I've never seen that dude lose, period. He's been on crazy win streaks. He had an 0-3 because he just reached that level where it's like, he just plateaued. He just could not beat those teams and those people with those GPs and stuff. So yeah, take it as a compliment. It's not a hindrance. It's a compliment. You have done well, but now you've hit the plateau, man. Dr. Buck FU. Well, that's a name I've not heard since before you were born. Does this? Hey, long time. I hope things are going great for everyone. Well, we hope things are going great for you, Dr. Buck. Glad to have you here, man. What's up, Dr. Buck? I felt that I've been 2 million facing 5 million. LOL. Yeah, it happens with the skill rating based system. I mean, I'll tell you just from where I'm at. People are kind of leveling out in Kyber 1 for me. It's the opponents I'm facing are fair matchups. There's one or two now that I'll get that are be like 700, 800,000 GP more than me, but there's a reason why they're facing me. Is that we're skill rating wise, we're about the same. They may have a little bit, they'll have more overall, but the main teams that we have that we put down on defense are doing quite well. So yeah. Kayak, question: do you stance? Does your stance as your matchmaking GC is fine? A definitely debatable subject. It's not fine, but it's not fleshed out yet. I mean, I can just show my opponents that I'm facing. It's starting to even out a little bit. There are going to be those things, so it's still working its way out as people are moving up and people are dropping because we're only the third GAC into this, so there's still some of that happening. That's not what I wanted to do. So the people that I'm facing, I'm 8.3 million. So Kato, I faced Kato before. He's 9.7 million. There's a reason Kato's here because he's just not. He doesn't try. There's no reason for that. 8.4. That's right around where I'm at. Cicero is 8.1. That's right around where I'm at. VA is 8.2, right where I'm at. Kabar is 7.7. Wow, you're doing quite well. But what's your G? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GLs. Punching up and weight a little bit, but obviously they've been doing really well. They wouldn't be there if they hadn't. So that's an outlier. We have two outliers. So we have the big one at 9.7, and then the 7.8 million one there. But that's still 300,000 within mine. Although they only have 5 GLs. Shady, who I'm facing, 8.7, only a couple 100,000 more than me. And Celine T, let's see, 7.9, basically 8 million. So only a couple 100,000 GP behind. So pretty, I mean, the matchmaking's pretty solid. It's based off skill rating, but the GP within reason. And Kato's just the outlier here. But I can see from his lifetime score, doesn't really care that much about GAC. Obviously, he has a really great account. 2 relic 9s on those two. 3 relic 9s, 4 relic 9s. So, yeah, they got some firepower there. So, it still needs some tweaking and stuff. That's why I'm saying we're not going to get 3v3 for a bit. I think 5v5 still needs to work its way out. Everybody will start settling more and more as this goes on. But I've noticed that the matchups in the last 2 rounds have been like that. One there, but that one person's probably in the bracket that they're in because they're punching up in their weight. The other guy is because he just doesn't care. You can just tell by looking at their stats, and they have 9.7 million. They're not really that interested in maybe doing GAC. But for where I'm at, it's starting to even out. So. But you have to understand, if you are doing very well, and this is a compliment, this is not if you are in the skill rating system and you are climbing and you're kicking the crap out of folks, then you're going to get some crazy matchups until it really it evens itself out to where you'll be at as you develop your roster and stuff. Placeable fan, there should be some GP caps to avoid some big differences in GP. Yeah, I face people like, if I face Kato, I guarantee you I have a really good shot at beating him. That's 1.4 million GP. I face people like that with 1 million GP more than me, and I've beaten them, quite a few times. So it depends, how interested are they in GP and all that other stuff. So we'll see. Dr. Buck says, crazy busy life. I love the changes to GC. Totally big dig getting to play people with much better rosters. Every match is a challenge. Yeah, that's for sure, man. It is not boring in GAC if you got a good matchup, man. Plague says, yes, facing a 2.5 million higher currently, but they throw 50% of their matches. That makes sense, Plague. Yeah. Same here. I was winning, and then I faced a bunch of mega accounts and just went on 3. I think I'm evening out a bit my plateau. Just glad I'm not facing accounts like Loki's. If I face Loki's, man, I'm just going full FU defense, saying good luck. JT says, I'm facing axes that are close to me at around 5 million, but you can tell who is JC focused. I'm at Kyber 5. I just want to go down to division. I had to magic 4 teams I didn't have. It's okay. You'll figure that out as you get up. You'll reach where you think you should be and start evening out a little bit. I mean, yeah. Well, Wolfman says I can handle 1 to 2 million GP higher when it's more than that, it's iffy. Either way, I end up with more crystals income than when it was squad arena. Yeah, most people do. By far equals more crystals. You're gonna get those matchups. It's just the way it is. That it just whether the person's dropping and has way more GP or and vice versa. But as long as you're consistently winning, as I said, I've mainly been going 2-1. I have a winning record in GAC, obviously, by going 2-1. I think I was 15-9, 16, 15-9. So right now I'm like 19-11. I think lifetime GAC. So I mean, I'll take that. I'm 19-11, and I faced some monster accounts that most I won, some I lost. It just came down to the wire on the fights. So yeah, and some I should have won. That like the last one, if we just gotten one more banner somewhere, we would have won. I mean, they had higher GP than me, but it was only a couple 100,000. So we tied. I lost. It's the way it goes. Dr. Buck says, I'm routinely beating people with all 6 GLs. I have 4, and I'm 1.5 million GP more than I. Sometimes I take my beans like a man. Sometimes I go to dish them out. Yep. I can only do so much with my auto set. Yeah, that's true. There's only so much you can do. Sometimes you can only do, you can only work with what you got, right? When I auto set, and I don't always auto set, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. Meow, 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 meow. Playable fan, what is those mega accounts? What is those mega plants don't play and drop further down? Then some players with 2 million will face a 7 to 8 million GP. That is an issue, in my opinion. Could be, but I mean, they're dropping down because they're not even trying. It could be a problem place. As I said, there is some tweaking, and I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that it's 100% perfect. There's more that needs to be tweaked and worked on for this. So that's a fair argument there. If someone's got that kind of GP and drops to like Chromium, I mean, that could be bad. Yeah. Ray Rock says, I draw a hyper-focused opponent in round 1 with a 6.3 million GP with 4 GLs, Star Killer base, all the bounders to my 7 million GP with 2 GLs and no Star Killer base, just going stout defense, don't care if I win or lose. Yeah, do the best you can. Absolutely do the best you can. What else? 73 says, not sure in his auto set in Ewoks. Yeah. That not sure, or JT is going to put down the Ewoks and just, you've heard of the Ray and Prey, his is the Ewoks and Prey. You're just thinking of putting mean teams down from now on to see what happens. I'm sure you are. Ewoks, Jawas, crap like that. Mm-hmm. Let me know how that goes for you there, JT. Let's see how that plays out for you, bud. I don't think you're going to get the results you're looking for. Wolfman says they drop like they basically have no crystal income to support those characters. Could be. Hawthorne matchmaking is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Force a 50% win percentage, encourage roster building instead of sandbagging. It is as fun as it used to be, though. Definitely not. Oh, I disagree with that, Hawthorne. I'm having a blast in GSC. We're having some really fun matchups and teams and fights, man. We've had some really, I'd say the last few fights have been really, really good. All Han teams, really? All right. There you go. Well, JT's in trouble. Wookiees for the win, sure. To be fair, Ewoks aren't meme anymore. Well, that's true. They still can get pwned. That's a subjective thing there, Hawthorne. If you're not, then I respect your opinion that you're saying that it's not as fun. But fun is a subjective thing. I'm having a blast with GAC. It's been... I love the challenge that I've been given. So for me, it's a little different. I'm having a lot of fun with GAC. But then again, I always have loved GAC. But I can see from your perspective that you're not having as much fun. And that's okay, too. That's totally understandable. I find it curious that there's a guy in my group this time at 6.4 million with only 1 GL in Kyber 1. Yeah, I might want to look out for that guy. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But, could have climbed up and won. But look out for that. Ray Rock, not sure if stealing Neo Venom's all hands on deck Team Ranger. Well, it's copying. What is it? Copying is the greatest form of flattery. So, yeah. He's flattering him. Dr. Buck says, I like the harder matches and closer to 50-50 win. I disliked how easy it was to get the game to previous method, even though I was a master at it. Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to go 11-1 all the time. So, yeah. You just play to see how the Eagles could hold. Of course you do, JT. I understand that. Dom says, GSC is fun when you aren't outmatched by like 4 million GP. True. Gappy says, I agree, though. GSC is more fun. It's no longer a game of who has the most efficient top 80 to 120 tunes. Now it's just a game of battling it out. Yeah. I guess to say it is fun for lower GP players when they either win by default or get crushed if their opponents show up that day. That's true. I can see how that might change your perspective on things. I mean, for us, we're more balanced at the level that we're at. It's just it comes down to mods and the teams you have and how good you are with them and RNG. It's a lot more strategy involved at the higher levels when you got the teams and stuff that you can play around with on defense and offense. I can see when you're a lower GP, and I totally get it, that it's not fun when you only have one GL and you're facing someone that has 3 GLs just because of where their skill rating is, and then you just get absolutely smashed. I totally get it. And I can see why you would not be having fun with that. So, but as I said, the system is not perfect. There is some tweaking that needs to be involved and worked on with this game mode. So, yeah, I totally get it. But everyone's going to have a different perspective on it, on GSC. Some people, some people just do not like GSC, period. And I respect that because they're more about the other stuff in the game. I respect that too. You mean all this is a game, it's subjective. You're going to like what you like, and you're not going to like what you don't like. And I will never criticize someone for saying, I don't like something. That's okay. Some people like pineapple and ham pizza. Some don't. There's no wrong answer in that. If you love it, you love it. You eat it. It's delicious. Should have no bearing on the person that doesn't like it, who likes pepperoni and mushrooms. That's a good choice too. They're both good choices, in my opinion. But you like what you like, and there's no wrong answer. Wolfman at 2 million, I'm beating guys at 3 to 4 million, sitting and protecting fleets and dropping a mid good tune and back to trap. It's fun on 3 accounts for me at least. Hey, Wolfman, that's all that matters. If you're having fun and that's your strat, I mean, I like the strategy thinking. I gotta look at people and their trend. I always scout out my opponents. I always kind of look at, are they more defense oriented? Are they more efficiency? Those kind of things. I'll look at that kind of stuff, and try to set and use our defense and manipulate a little bit so that we can get the best results for you guys. Hawthorne says it's fine with me personally, as I can at least be competitive with anyone. Of course you can. There are definitely some pretty much impossible to win matches, even at my GP. Yeah, I've had a couple of those. I mean, I almost pulled them off though, Hawthorne, where just the mine was even. The top teams were even, but they just had more. There's that one fight that I lost. They had 9.6 million GP, and I had 8. Almost pulled it off. They went through our defense like, not that we didn't get holds. They just had so many teams and stuff that they just brute forced their way through, and I had to be perfect, and I couldn't be because I just didn't have as many teams as that person to take care of everything like that, and we got stuck in the back of that one team. So, but it's all right. I learned a lot from it, actually. Wolfman says, I love that Crumb and Doge like to keep you on your toes. That's all right. I give them endless crap, too. It's not like I don't dish it out to them either. But when it comes to live streams, I'm at their mercy. It sucks. But Wolfman says, I haven't gone in depth scouting like I used to. May start again. Yeah, I don't go in depth like some people that do GAC do. I just look for trends. Are you an efficiency fighter more on how you like to play? Are you more defense? But then I have a little bit of a disadvantage that some people know who I am and stuff as a streamer, so they will change their strats completely. So I try to keep some of the same stuff in line with what I show on stream so you guys can see what works and doesn't work, and try to give me an opportunity to do some cool battles and have some really good fights. I want a new guild PvE event. TB is my favorite thing in the game. There you go. Some people love TB. I can't stand TB, Andrew Zani, but if you love TB, and I agree, I think we should get some more PvE content like that. I think there should be some more stuff like that. I'm with you on that. Even though I'm not a big fan of TB, mainly because I'm just bored with it, so. What else in 3? Not too much to tweak, though. If you win, you climb. If you lose, you fall. I went 3-0 and then got crushed 0-3, so be it. Yeah. JT, I generally lose more than win and still made it to Cover 5. Constantly shocked. Yeah, I've sent all those Ewoks. It's a shocking thing there, JT. Wolfman says, I try and see what they like to set, etc., but I don't check holds like I used to, though, through Excel spreadsheet. I don't do that. Death Star raid win? Guess as good as mine. Even if I did know, I ain't gonna tell you. My favorite thing that people like to quote me on, I can neither confirm or deny the existence of anything future content related into this game. So there you go. A neutral TB would be fun. Let everyone use their whole roster. Yeah, that would be kind of dope. I don't know how they would pull that off, but there are better creative minds out there than me. So that works for me, man. Totally works for me. I am down for that there, Andrew Zani. Yep, Ranger can neither confirm or deny. Yeah, I can do any of that. You want an Endor TB? That'd be dope. Playtar says, honestly, I see both sides of the coin. On one hand, it allows folks to come back to the game and not feel penalized as much, and there are folks that like beating the higher GP players. Yeah, and I also see people that get their ass handed to them by a higher GP person and just get frustrated because they feel like they didn't have a chance to win. So I try to see it from both sides, but I respect both. I'm just more on the other one side than the other. I enjoy GAC. I've always enjoyed GAC. I enjoy the challenge. My entire roster in the modding, as much as I've suffered through modding, and you guys know this every day on the lunch stream for years I've been doing it, and other places, it's paying off for me. Played hard. On the other hand, I don't get enjoyment out of beating folks 2 million higher than me when they don't show up. I'm not getting excited and enjoyable matches anymore. Yeah, I mean, I can understand where you come from there, Plague, if that's what's happening to you. I have not had any of those battles, man. I'm just telling you. When I get in Kyber 1, man, it is brutal, dude. Most people participate. Most people do the best they can. So you got to bring your A game. I have not had any auto sets or anything like that at all in my entire time I've been doing this since the new changes. So I've had to really go all in on it. So I've not had an easy match. I've not had a auto set. I've not had anything like that whatsoever. People come and they come correct. So, but I can see it at lower levels where you do get those auto sets and or big matchups and stuff where you're just like, God damn, this again. So I can understand your point of view on that. Yeah, and I can understand play where you are getting that consistent, right? You're not getting the kind of fights that I'm getting. So I can see from your point of view where you might say, yeah, I'm not having a lot of fun where it's just auto deploys and all this other nonsense. Totally get it. Respect, man. I totally see your point of view. Wolfman says, I do think for the brand new player, this will be better for crystals to develop accounts faster. No, it's 1,000%. That's a fact. That's a fact, Wolfman. Love or hate GAC, the crystal income and moving it away from arena has really expedited people's stuff with the additional crystals and stuff. I agree with that 1,000%. It's one of the reasons why I like the new GAC changes. It gives people that could not get into those arena shards and stuff before consistent crystals and more crystals overall to do stuff more in the game and expedite these farms, especially with these expedited characters and stuff as they're moving their way to catch up. Now we just got to address the goddamn Gear 12 issues. For reals. Rero says the auto drops down and aggravate us poor Kyber 2s. Alpha Omega says, hey, Ranger, question as a master beta tester. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Apologies. Do you get to test the Omicrons of the characters before they are released? Yes. Mostly. Some of just, and I'll be honest with you, like, if it's a TB one, I'm really not motivated to test it. It's like, God. Like, it's a TB one. TW ones and GAC ones, yeah, I'm all about testing that shit. But, like, it's a TB one, I'm like, really? But that's just not my bag. I'll let other people do that. We have access. It's just a matter of what we want to test. I just ain't into TB for testing and stuff. It's like, oh, God. It's bad enough I got to do TB with what I got. Now I got to go test. Nah, I'd rather get to the what I think is the meaty stuff, like, oh, let's get to this PvP, or oh, let's get to these Omicrons. Oh, those look good. Well, that's my evil machination brain working. Ray Rock says I don't get any auto points at the top of Copper 2 either. No, I don't either, buddy. Wolfman says I look at auto set as a free win, pretty much. Playtar says, yeah, but I'm not playing GAC for free wins. That's true. You want a good fight, I respect it, Plague. Yeah, and I hope that it works out. They tweak stuff, and you can get those good fights you deserve, Plague. Andrew Zani says Squad Arena is pointless now. I wonder if they're going to do anything with it. No, probably not. Ivan says Grande. How dare you, Ivan? If you say his name 2 more times and he pops up, I'm going to kill. Oh no, he did pop up. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Why, Ivan? Why would you do this? Why would you say his name? There he is. It's Grande Patron. Oh God, is he there? Grande? I guess he's there, not there. Well, we wait on bated breath for the nonsense to begin. You guys are in for a treat because when Grande shows up, it's oh boy. Roy Edwards says, "Come on, we know you sickly want to trap that sweet Carth Omicron." Yeah, I really wasn't happy. No, not really, Roy.
Sorry,
God,
I'm here.
There it is.
I'm
I
here.
was waiting. Oh Jesus.
I'm here. Hey, Ranger.
Yeah. Hi, Grande. Yes, sir.
What do cow patties and blondes have in common?
I know I'm going to regret this. What do cow patties and blondes have in common, Grande?
The older they are, the easier they are to pick up.
Oh my God. Well, Ivan, you said his name. There he is. There's old Grande Pappy Patron derailing the conversation like he always does with some crazy joke that I now have to apologize to all older blonde ladies. The views of Grande do not reflect the reviews of RSG or Ranger J 1999 in any way. There he is. There's
Hey, how you doing?
There's Conway Twitty.
Oh,
hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. Look at Grande. I know. People are always like, "Where's Grande? Does Grande play this game?" Or like, no, he doesn't play the game anymore. Yes, he's always jumping in. Hey, Grande, next Wednesday, guess what it is?
Your birthday?
No. You don't even know where my birthday is?
I have it written down in
I did too. I don't.
My...
Yeah, I don't either. So you can. Yeah, that's not fair. But no, it's not my birthday. It's our 300th episode next Wednesday.
Woo!
Well, I heard a woo.
Good old 300.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
Someone says cow what? Matt MC is explaining that cow pies are poop patties left in the fields by cows. It's cow poopy. And they call them cow pies because when they poopy, it's nasty.
When I turn around this corner right here, I can show you what one looks like.
No, please. No, I'm not. I will immediately kick you right. We're not looking at cow poo-poo.
I mean, this guy's got a...
I'm drawing... He can Google it, all right? There's this thing called the internet. I don't want to see cow shit on the stream, Grande. Damn it.
I mean, he's got some good-looking heifers over here.
Actually. I'm sure he does. That is not an invitation for you to pull over and go look at poop. I mean, seriously.
I'm in some... Yeah.
I know you're deep in the heart of Texas, but that doesn't mean we want to see poo-poo. All right, Gappy says, "Come on, Ranger, that's not fair. Grande doesn't remember his own birthday." Hi, Grande.
Yeah. I do not remember my own birthday. That is true.
Skywalker Vader says, "Question, is Grande off delivering baseball tokens?" God, I hope not. I hope those days are done, Grande.
I wonder if these cows want a baseball token.
No, they don't want baseball token. What the hell's a cow going to do with a baseball token? It's bad enough you gave it to homeless people, but let's not. I mean, cows, really, Grande?
Hold on.
They're not even going to eat it. Oh, he's holding on.
Yeah, here's all these heifers. You see them out there?
Yeah, I see them. I don't. That's great. Cows. Look, everyone. That's cows.
And see, there's some cow patty. See the cow patty?
No, Grande. What did I tell you?
It looks like little ant hills out there.
Get the hell out of here! What is wrong with you?
They're not ant hills out there. Here, let me.
No, stop. I'm gonna.
They're not ant hills.
I'm going. God damn it, Grande.
But I mean, those are some good-looking cows, man. Look at them. They got all the little yearlings out there. They got all them little calves.
It is springtime. Yeah, that's true. The busy time
They
of the
got-
year for ranchers.
there's like 6 calves, and then a bunch of them are like, those have got to be yearly. And then,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then of course, you gotta have protection. You see what protection is? You got to put one jackass out there with them. The jackass, that jackass will protect all them cows right there.
Really? Why?
Did you know that, Ranger?
No, I didn't know that.
Because jackasses are mean.
Oh, I know they are.
And like,
but I didn't know they
and
were
like
protective of cows.
yeah. So let's say some coyotes got in that field. That jackass would go over there and literally kick the coyote to death.
Oh, well, that's nice.
It's almost as good as having a couple, like a couple cattle dogs out there with them.
Oh, okay.
It's really, I'm telling you, man, a mule is mean sometimes.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Ray Rock says, "Are those certified prime beef grande?" That's Texas meat, man. That's certified right there.
Oh yeah. You know that we really get into our beef when I can even tell you what type of cow that is.
Yeah.
It's not even a cow. I mean, stuff here has names, right? They don't call it just a bull. It's a Brahma bull.
Oh yeah.
Or it's a longhorn. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah.
We get very specific about it.
Dr. Buck says, as a cow expert, I can confirm the jackass is a protective beast. Well, there you go. See, we're learning stuff.
There we go. See. Yeah.
JB United's here. Says, "Ayo, Ranger, what's going on, JB United? We've got the cow expert, the cow whisperer, Grande Pappy, Babyface, Brown Gandalf Patron. The cow whisperer. The cow pie whisperer.
There you go. I am definitely the cow pie whisperer.
So
I like that better than the cow whisperer.
We've got the brown Gandalf, the beardless one, the government Wi-Fi stealer, the French tickler, and now the cow pie whisperer, or old Grande Pappy Patron.
Oh my God. I love it. Oh, I love it.
Jesus.
I love it, Ranger.
Yeah, happiness. I spent the day talking about, like, some days are just surreal. Ranger, what did you do today? I had my stream. We for the game, and we talked about the game, and then Grande came on. We talked about cow shit the rest of the stream. So yeah, that was what happened.
We talked about more than just cow shit.
We talked about different types of cows. Hell, I'm surprised we haven't talked about chewing their cud and any of that other nonsense. Good Lord.
Different kinds of mules or donkeys.
Yeah, we did talk about the donkeys. Yeah.
Yep.
That they will kill the coyotes. So yeah, I wonder if a jackass would, like, if there was a wolf there. Is that jackass going to try to take on a wolf? Because a wolf will tear that jackass up.
I would make a guess. Well, the wolf and the coyote, I mean, they're looking for an easy meal, right? So if you
coyotes, yes, wolves hunt, man. I've seen those documentaries where they just run down those giant bison and elk and stuff. Where like they're relentless. It's like they intentionally wear that thing out and then like corner it. They don't care what it is, and then they those coordinated attacks. Like, I wouldn't want to be that elk, man. Jesus Christ.
Yep. I'm not saying they wouldn't get one, but I think that I think that donkey might give them a little bit of a run.
I think so. Well, yeah, but because if you look at like in Africa, right, with zebras, the lions when they attack, they go after the weakest one, right? Because they want an easy meal. But if
they go after a little one, they go after a young.
Yeah, they go for the young ones, the ones that are slower. Yeah, they go for those. But if that's why I don't have to be able to run fast. I just have to be able to run faster than Ranger. That's right, which is not a thing. But I was interested because if that head zebra, the male, is in a bad mood, I've seen where the lions attack and that sucker goes charging after them and will literally try to run that lion over and stomp on it. It's like, oh snap!
Yep.
Donkeys will intimidate the wolf with its aggressiveness. That's true. That's a good point. Wolves roll in a pack, coyotes don't. I'd take a donkey one-on-one versus a wolf. It loses versus a pack. Yeah, but wolves work. They attack in packs, man. It's not like
again, right? I mean, it's the same reason why humans do well, right? We work as a group.
Yeah.
It's really hard to.
It's hard to overcome that.
It's hard to overcome the group.
Yeah.
Right.
Just makes sense. Just, animals that, but yeah, I've seen that. I saw that documentary where it was during mating season and the lions were hungry. Like, let's go attack the zebra. That buck zebra said, "Oh, hell no." It started chasing the lions. I'd never seen that before. I was like, "Oh, snap." It's like, I got to mate with them first. You ain't messing with my quality time with the ladies. So, yes, if you see one wolf, you can assume that they're more close by. Yeah, that's usually how that works. That's not a good sign.
Unless it's a lone wolf.
Like Lone Wolf McLean. He's a Texas Ranger. He's a Texas Ranger that was made up.
Oh, hey, Ranger, I got another joke for you.
Oh, no. Yes, Grande, what is the joke?
How does the non-binary samurai kill people? How does a non-binary samurai kill people?
How does he do it, Grande?
They slash them. They slash them. Get it? They
I hate
slash them. Oh, man.
I like to apologize to all the samurais out there. Again,
Especially non-binary samurai.
especially the non-binary samurai out there. The comments of Grande do not reflect RSG or the views of Ranger J 1999 in any way. So for all you non-binary samurai out there, I just went through my apologies. Apologies. All right. God bless us. Well, we've had 2 Grande jokes in one day. Good Lord. And the world must be ending.
Yep.
The world must be ending because Grande is telling more than one joke. I'm just waiting for someone to say, "What about the Grande wisdom word of the day?" Well, you got 2 jokes. Now you want a word wisdom.
You got 2 jokes.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
jokes.
you can't always get the insight of Grande's masterful wisdom. And I don't know if you really want the insight of Grande's masterful wisdom as well. That's when bad things happen.
That's right.
That's right. I'm going to go do a fleet battle. Dom says that wasn't terrible. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't terrible. It's a lot of things, but I guess we won't say terrible was one of them. So, oh
Yep.
boy. So what's new with you, Grande? Out there in the deep hard Texas.
Man, anybody else seeing like supply chain problems?
Oh yeah, but brother, that's been going on forever. Well, there's this thing called a war going on that's really exacerbated it.
It is shocking to me, supply chain right now.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I mean, just things you used to be able to just go and buy. They're like, yeah, you're not gonna get that for a long time. And you're like, what? Are you kidding me?
I mean, so
I ordered I ordered a new truck. I put a deposit down on a new truck, a new picking them up truck. Because I like picking them up trucks.
All right.
So I put my deposit down in July of 2021.
Sure.
They're telling me I can't even go in and order it until August of 2022. So I will have been on the waiting list for a year.
A year.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes. That's not when I'm going to get it. That's just when I can go and pay them more money and select what I want.
Right.
That's not me receiving it. It might be another 6 or 9 months before I get it.
Well,
so I will have been on the waiting list for a long time before I get.
Well, it's not just that, but like computer parts, things of that nature too. It's just everything's topsy-turvy. One, we had COVID, right? So that really threw shit off. And now we got a war, and that always throws shit off, right? So it's just the way it is. Things happen, Just do the best you can. We'll get through it.
It's gotten shockingly.
Well, you notice it. I notice it at the stores when I go like pick some like groceries up or something like that, right? It's like, certain things are not there, So I just realized today is Sushi Day, Grande.
Today is what day?
Sushi Day.
It's Sushi Day.
Yeah.
Wednesday is Sushi Day.
Yeah, they have discount deals and they do discounts at the sushi place I like to go. And Publix too has they sell their sushi cheaper. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get some sushi today.
I like sushi.
I love sushi.
Yeah.
But then
the problem is I gotta go into town to get sushi. There ain't sushi restaurants out where I'm at right now. If I walked into one of these little towns and said, "Hey, I want some sushi," they'd look at me like a calf looking at a new gate. You know how a calf looks at a new gate.
Oh god, here we go with the new cow. You're gonna mention cow patties again or cow pies or Jesus?
No, I won't do that.
What else? 3 says cow patties and blondes being easier to pick up as they age is pretty wise though. Ah boy.
I'm married to a blonde. I should know.
Yeah, we still don't know how that works. I don't know. I got to talk to that beautiful wife of yours one day. Like, why? What did you see, man? Like, help me to understand this. Like, you're this incredible woman. You're smart, intelligent, good looking. Why him? Why? Why did you pick him? Explain this to me like I'm a 4-year-old.
She said, so if you ask her, she will say,
I know.
Because I make her laugh, and I married him for his earning potential.
Looks had nothing to do with it.
Looks had nothing to do with it. We know this. Come on, man. Look at me. We knew looks had nothing to do with this. Of course not. You know, I had to ask her to marry me twice.
I know. You told me. Yeah, I know.
I had to ask her. The first time I asked her to marry her, I asked her to marry me. She was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Why don't you think about this for a week or two and then ask me again?" And I was like, "Really? Rejection? Oh man!
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. That's right." And then a week later, I asked her, and she said yes.
She's like, he has balls. I like balls.
He is nothing if not persistent.
That's right. Jeez. And then she's like, you know what? He does make me laugh, and that earning potential.
The crazy part about that is my wife has always made more money than me.
I know, because she's an incredible woman, dude.
She's incredible. Yeah, like easily she makes more than me all the time, ever since we've been married. I mean, I keep making more and more, but she makes like more and more.
Yeah, we know who's in charge around there, Grande.
Oh, I'm telling you, I got a sugar mama.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I married up.
Yeah,
I totally married up.
Absolutely.
In every sense of the imagination, you know, I'm a 4 married to a 9.5. Like every time.
Yeah. Too funny, man.
I still don't know why she said yes, but she did.
Earning potential, later, and you make her giggle.
That's right.
I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need to know, man. That's all you need to know. Oh my God.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on in the game? What's going on?
Well, okay. So recently, it's been a couple weeks since you've been here. We had the 2 new ships come in finally for First Order and Resistance. So we both have tanks for both of those fleets. First, the Resistance one is fine. It does what it's supposed to do, but there's a little bit of up in arms because the newest meta fleet is the Executor fleet with the bounty hunters. Well, this new ship is helping the First Order fleet do quite well against it. Better than I saw in the testing, for sure. It's punching a little bit more above its weight. And so CG put out a post. You know, they're going to look at the balancing and everything like that. It's like, okay. So that's the big thing. There's some big announcement or big thing going on. Doge and Crumb is going to be on the Heinze Grid session on Friday. I've been invited with some other folks, so I'm terrified because, you know, Crumb likes to drop bombs on my ass every time we do something with him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he enjoys it. He's just, it's what he does. So I don't know what to expect on Friday. They're kind of keeping everything a little bit of on the down low. I know some things, a few things, because of course I'm a tester, but I don't know what they're going to reveal or what they're going to say. So I'm in the dark as much as everybody else. Like,
So maybe they give you a little nugget.
Oh, they don't nugget. Cool. They drop gold bars on my head, man. Seriously, they do it every time. Crumb loves it.
I mean, they got a lot of stuff they could do, right? I mean, they could. I mean, think about it, right? I mean, are we allowed to talk about spoilers yet from Boba Fett series or no?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's way past that time.
So that we could potentially end up with some kind of a Rancor thing, right? Based on what happened in the book of Boba Fett. That would be kind of cool.
Well, it could be. What else in 3 says? Is Grady trying to tell us he doesn't eat gas station sushi? No, he doesn't do that. No, I don't either.
Ooh, yikes.
Fortner says, howdy,
Yeah.
Grande.
Howdy.
Sword of the Jedi. What's up, buddy? He says, question. Sword. Whoa.
Sword of the Jedi.
Says, so what happened in the testing of the First Order tank that I dropped lots of crystals into trying to start up, only to see a nerf incoming? Well, you're assuming that a nerf's incoming. They just said they're going to investigate it. I don't know if they're going to nerf or anything or not. It is performing better than we saw in the testing. I'm just going to say that. When the ship was coming out and I could talk about it, what did I say? I said it can beat Executors out of the two. It was better at it. I get it. It's just a little bit better than the Malevolence fleet. However, it is performing better than was anticipated. So... I mean, you could test stuff till you're blue in the face, man. When it gets on that live environment, shit happens, man. Murphy's Law comes in, dude. So
the other thing too is, right, I mean, if you think about it, right, let's say they had a huge testing pool. The testing pool is still just a slice of the population versus however many people play the game. You're going to have somebody that's super smart and can figure out something that maybe the testing or the devs didn't think about. It happens all the time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we do the best we can, and I'm
really
actually
good at theory, correct?
I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I like when stuff does better than it's supposed to be. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Exactly.
I
mean, the alternative is it sucks, right?
Right,
So
that's worse. If this thing was
sucks.
underperforming, people are like, "Well, I wasted money on it, crap." But I think people are antsy right now because of this Grande, because they've invested money, and if they don't like when you invest money, they when you buy a product, right, you don't want stuff being taken from you when you buy it, right? So, and that's why I've always had the cautionary tale of, like, if you're going to spend, just be aware that can happen at any time. So, it's overperformed. I don't know if CG is going to nerf it. My position is they don't need to. I think it's fine if it counters the way it does. You have to make a heavy investment in it, but if it does work the way it's like it is, I think it should be left alone. But I always give this caveat too. Yes, I am the infamous master beta tester. I don't have access to all the information, data, and things of that CG does. They're seeing stuff that I'm not seeing. So it's their game too, man. If they think something needs to be for balance purposes, whether I like it or not, they're going to do it. So, but they're looking at it right now. Will there be a nerf incoming? I don't know. Will they leave it the same? I hope so. But again, I can't tell you. Kaya says, question, could the problem be that testing is going on with Max stuff on everything? No, that's not the issue. I mean, there's people that tested at different parts. I don't know what the other testers are testing at what level, Kaya. So I only speak to my thing. I always try to go, being at the level I am, my thing is, okay, max everything. For me, it's like, okay, max mods, max characters, all things even. How good does this shit work, right? So, because that's the end goal of the game for me. It's like, okay, how well does that perform at that level? So that's my main focus, because that's what everyone's trying to do. We're mainly rel characters and great mods. If all things are even, how good is this character with everything at this point? Now, some people will test, I'm sure, and I'm not privy to that information of how people are testing other stuff or what they're kind of doing. But my thing is, okay, at all things considered even, how does this shit work? I'm not really concerned about. I'll let other people figure that one out, Kaya. Like, if it's a 4-star, how good is it? It's like, okay, there's other people doing that. I want to see. Because I want to know if a new marquee character comes in and it drastically can kick the crap out of a Galactic Legend. I try my best to test it against that and see what it does. But there's only so much I can do, as one tester.
And now, I will tell you, there have been some times whenever there's been some crazy, like there have been some crazy times where, like, if you didn't upgrade a character completely, they were actually more OP, not upgraded than upgraded.
Well, yeah.
Remember that with
Yeah, it's
like
Night
a
Sister. That's still a problem.
like weak zombie. Remember all the crap Newt could do if you ended up with like a super weak Newt and then Newt died and everybody else stayed alive. I mean, there have been some.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Some times where and typically they fix those, right? Where it's like.
Sure. There's always going to.
You can't downgrade a character.
There's always cracks in the foundation where stuff's going to slip through. I don't care how much you test it, and that goes for any game. Stuff is going to go through. But I mean, I saw in the forums, and I don't care about this kind of shit. But I just chuckled at it. So people are like, people don't test this stuff and blah blah blah, just trying to make money off this game. We're like, well, apparently since let's go through all the characters since Kenobi, because I tested Kenobi and I tested Ahsoka. And Maul and some of these other characters that are really good. I mean, that seemed to be fine. The testing seemed to go fine for that. Hell, I even did the kit reveal on that one, and the characters for Starkiller and stuff like that. There's a lot of good stuff that works really well that people are very happy about. One thing comes out, it's like, oh, they don't care. They don't test this crap and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, we do the best we can with what we got, man. I mean, seriously. So.
I mean, it is their livelihood. They do try.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only how they put food on the table. My guess is they actually try. It's hard when you have a massive customer base.
Yeah.
It
is.
I mean, hell, even Coca-Cola messed up with New Coke, right? I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Crystal Pepsi.
Oh
right?
God, Crystal Pepsi.
I mean, people make stuff sometimes doing with the best intentions, and it doesn't work out. It sucks. Do the best you can.
Kai says, yeah, one relic level definitely can change stuff just for ships. One speed more or less can make differences. Yeah, it can, but I mean, once in a while I'll go in there with a lesser geared stuff and try it, and then I just get my ass kicked. Like, well, that's that was a waste. That didn't work. So let me just go with the max stuff and see what it does. So, does CG have any internal testers? It just seems like they keep missing the most basic of interactions. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know the inner workings of CG. Ivan says question.
I'm sure they
Ivan says question. The CG forums just has a lot of whiners. Yeah, I mean, there are some, actually, on the forums, there are some very good constructive feedback that are on there. It does get kind of drowned out by everybody just that want to burn the world. It's hard to, I don't know, it's Crumb and Dojo have to sift through all that stuff, because what you're looking for in there is like legitimate, well thought out, constructive, conflictive statements that you can take and like, okay, that's thought provoking. Let me think about this. But you have to go through like 9 or 10 people that are just blasting you, So and then I hate to tell you this, guy.
Actionable items, right?
Yeah.
Actionable items, right? I mean, if I just sat here and said, yeah, I mean, even just Ranger Night, if I just sat here and started just whining and crying about everything Ranger did and never gave him any actionable items to make himself better, like, how does that help him?
No, I just ignore that stuff because it doesn't do me any good. It's like, I mean, I just those kind of comments and stuff. Someone said in the like, I always get a kick out of it. It's just like, they don't test stuff or they don't care anything, and it's like that's just not the case. I mean, one, I don't get paid to be a beta tester. I don't really get anything. I just in there because I'm trying to make a difference and make the kits better and stuff like that. So I mean, I'll take the flack. If you think I suck, I don't care. If you think I'm doing a shitty job, I don't care. You're not the one I have to answer to in the first place. Yeah. So, I mean, do the best I can. I think the other testers, and I give them mad props. I mean, You know, it's a very selfless act to go in there and spend your own time to go in there and try to make things work, and give feedback to the company. And they do listen. I mean, so we do have our own conflict. I'm not going to get into the details and stuff, but I mean, Crumb talked about this when we were talking about some like the ships, like the other characters that came out. The changes in the way the kits came out was because of the testers. Us, you know, saying this does not work, or we're seeing this and this is not going to play well. I mean, we do that all the time in our feedback to let CG know that, hey, this ain't going to work, man. This is broken, or this is just not going to be strong enough, or we have reservations like, hey, I don't think this is going to go over well with the community if you do this, or things of that nature. At the end of the day, CG's going to do what CG's going to do. I just said, I'm just the advisor. I see what I see. I tell them what I see. They make the call, and whether I like it or not. So, yeah. Ronnie went Roboto. Yeah, he did for a second, but he's back. Ray Rock says,
am I back now?
Yeah, you're back. Ray Rock says a lot of newer players in early games complain a lot about CG. Those are the same people who don't look up guides or resources to get better at the game. To an extent, but I mean, I don't mind people complaining. You have every right to complain, man. Seriously.
Sometimes you have to modify your complaints if you want them to be received, right? It depends on if you're complaining to complain, or if you're complaining because you want to see a change. Then you have to say, I don't like this, please do that. Like you have to say what you want, not just say what you don't like.
I always say, if you have a complaint, which is very valid, and I want to hear those too, man. I may not agree with it, but I will listen to it. If it's, as I said, if it's constructive, I don't care if it's conflictive. If you have a complaint, you have every right to feel the way that you need to feel. But then I always say, what's your solution? Like, I always ask that question. What is your solution? Like, it's one thing to say this sucks and you guys suck and this is awful. Okay, you don't like this. What's your solution? And I like that a lot of you do that in the chat. You say, I think they should do such and such, or I would like to see this, right? And that's to create a dialogue.
Sure.
And, you know, so, and, you know, people get upset, like, you know, CG doesn't tell people stuff. They're not allowed to. I mean, people try to get stuff that want Crumb and Doja to say all kinds of stuff. And there's just stuff they're just not going to talk about. They're not going to talk about future content. If that bugs you, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what kind of game you've been involved with, but 99% of the companies out there do not like revealing new stuff because, until they think it's ready. That's just a fact. So they're not going to talk about future stuff, and people get upset with them about that, and I don't understand. It's like, they're not going to talk about it. I can't even talk about it. I know what's coming. I'm a tester. I've worked on it. I don't know when they're going to release it, but if I have a pretty good idea that it's coming soon. But I'm not going to tell you everything I'm working on and testing and what's coming down the pipe or what they're thinking. And
you can't. You signed an NDA.
Ray Rock says, I was on a newer player stream last week who feels CG is a greedy company who tries to milk all their players. Well, yeah, in a sense, they want people to spend money in the game. This is a business, right? So they are trying to get you to spend money. Of course, you are the consumer. You have every right not to spend money. If you think they're greedy, then, and if you think this game is so bad, why are you playing? That's my question. If you think they're that bad, then don't play. That's a fair assessment. Now, if you want to be constructive and say, you know, I'm noticing this trend, what is your response? And let's see if we can fix it. I'm totally cool with that. But if you think that they're not trying to get money out of you, I don't know what to tell you. They are. They want you to spend money in this game. It pays the bills. So they're going to market and advertise and put stuff out there to try to get you to spend money. But, you know, tell me a gaming company, most of them that they all try to do that. There are some free-to-play exceptions out there, but yeah. Ray Rock, I explained to him they have shareholders, EA, Disney, Google Store, App Store, and advertisement pay. He didn't care. Well, then I don't really care about what that guy's opinion is. Again, I don't mind if you have a complaint. If you think the game sucks, okay, fine. What is your solution? Give me the solutions. We can agree that something's bad. And I'll give you a perfect example. The Conquest before this one, you guys know, I ranted on about that. I lost my mind on that stuff. I went off. I gave CG in my stream a piece of my mind because I was so fed up and frustrated. I said, this is bad work. But what else did I do? I said, this is how you can fix this. And I gave solutions to what I was saying. So it wasn't just me ranting and raving. It's like, okay, this bad. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. This sucks. You know, here's some F-bombs. But on top of that, okay, now that I've got that out of the way, this is what I think you need to do to fix this game mode. You know, and not just from my view, but from a lot of players, they're like, this is just not working. It's just too grindy. There's just a lot of problems. And and obviously they're listening because this Conquest has been a hell of a lot better than the previous ones. It really has. So, I mean, obviously they're taking the feedback and stuff. So, you know, but if you think CG is just a money grubbing corporation that's all about making money, they are about making money. Let's not kid ourselves. They want to make money. Trust me, this is $1 billion game. But I mean, that goes without saying. My only time I've ever had problems with them making money, and I want them to make lots of money, I mean, because that keeps the game going, is sometimes how they make money. That's more my problem, is like, what are they doing to make that money? You know, so that's where I've had the pushback with them. But then again, I offer solutions of like what you could do to be more efficient with players and spending habits and spending money. You know, and it's really those smaller spenders. What's the value to them? Of course, the value is subjective to everybody. What you value as in your game and what you think is a fair price is going to be different than someone that has to pay maybe more money. So, Kenobi trailer dropped. Oh shit, Rowdy849 dropping bombs. He says the Kenobi trailer dropped. Oh my god. We may have to go check that out. Let me go pull that up. Shit. Oh shit.
Like just now?
Yeah, it just dropped. I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to pull it up right now. I got you there, buddy. Let me see here. I'm not going to watch on the stream because I'll get tagged. Oh, snap! It is! There it is! It's the teaser! Oh, shit! Just dropped 9 minutes ago. Oh, my sweet... Oh, my sweet Jesus. Yep, I got you. It is it at the trailer park, Rowdy? Sorry, I had to throw the grunted joke. Yeah, I understand if we all go... I can't watch this right now because I'll get demonetized because it'll go through the sound.
I gotta run and get back to work, buddy. But I just
all right, buddy.
Everybody in chat, and I love you, Ranger.
I love you too, buddy. Be safe and
all right.
Tell everyone, tell the family I said hi.
I will, man.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh snap! Okay, this looks hot. I can't look at it right now, but oh snap! Oh my sweet mother! Well, I can watch without the sound, right? Let me. Nope. Turn off the sound. Let me look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't have the sound on, but I'm just looking at this trailer. God damn! Woo! Woo! Woo, baby! I have to listen to this with the sound, but God damn! Damn! Holy Christ in heaven! That had more nuggets in there. Yeah, I know I need the sound, but I was just working without the sound. Holy shit! Holy God! Oh yeah, I'm excited for this one. Wow! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Damn! Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Let's get hyped, folks. That was a sick-ass trailer, dude. I've been hyped for this series for a while, man. Yeah, I'm sure the sound does, but I can't play the sound right now, or they take down stream. You can't do that with Star Wars. Yeah. It's the way the YouTube works. So, god damn. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Woo! Damn. I can't wait to hear this with sound, which I'm about to do in a couple minutes because we're going to start wrapping up the stream. Sorry, folks. I got to go check this stream out, trailer out myself. But not to worry, folks. Apologies. Apologies. We will be back tonight for the longest running live stream in the community. You're going to get more Rangers, so you get plenty more streams with me coming up. I'll be back tonight once I get everything set up. But we'll have the Wednesday night stream. We'll have the Wednesday night stream. And then, of course, the pre-stream, then the Wednesday night stream. So you guys all do that. I know, right? They will come I get my own secret knife attack there, Dom. Oh, I got to watch this again. God damn. God, that was shit's hard, man. Sorry, the Obi-Wan just blew my brain away. I'm just freaking out. Everybody else is freaking out on the chat. That was unbelievable what I just watched, dude. But we'll be back tonight, VIPs, and also the Wednesday night show. Then tomorrow we'll have the lunch stream, and then tomorrow night we'll have the GA Center with the Nev, and then Friday we'll have the lunch stream, and then I'll have the big show with Grid on the Gridsy session with Heinz and Gridsy and me and Ram and Hershey and everybody else is going to be on there. See what's up the sleeve of old Doja and Crumb as their special guest, and then Saturday we'll have the Jedi Academy as well. So you got plenty of content coming up. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Think about coming to Patreon sponsor, $5 a month, man. It really does support the channel and all the content that we're doing. So I'm about to go explode watching this trailer again. So love you guys. Be safe. I'll see you tonight, and if I don't see you then, I'll see you when I see you. Peace out.